One man returns to court after vanishing, and the judge gives him a second shot at life. Another faces jail after threatening his roommate with a bat, and a third, accused of a hit and run and a drive-by shooting that left a 13-year-old wounded. This courtroom had it all: emotion, warnings, second chances, and deadly consequences. You won't believe how these cases unfold.
Um, I got to tell you, I was disappointed that you took off. I really was. But you're back. How did we get him? Did he come in voluntarily or did they catch?
Your Honor, you have.
I'm assuming it wasn't right. We're going to keep at it. I'm not letting you go, Mr. Frazier. I'm going to keep you until, we make you the best person that you can absolutely be. You can't continue. The only thing you're doing is you're killing yourself. Slowly. Life ravages your body. The more destruction you do to it, you're only making things worse. Life doesn't get better when you age and you can just continually destroy it. I hope that you get it before it becomes too late. Some people, it's like children, right? Some children mature, some children never mature. They're 60 years old in there and they've never matured. You want to party? Great. Do it responsibly. Don't hurt others. But at some point, it's going to stop, right? If you want to drink, okay, hey, yeah, but you got to be responsible with anything in life. When you don't, I'm keeping you till the end. We're going to make this work one way or the other, Mr. Frazier. So they've worked you out a great deal. All you have to do is go back. They'll dismiss the felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. But I'm going to tell you now, if it happens again, what's the likelihood of the same thing happening again, of them dismissing a felony? So heed the warning. They just caught him out there, Alex.
I don't have any information besides seeing the warrant returned unexecuted, so it doesn't seem like he was arrested on anything.
We wish you the best of luck. Stay there. Don't go. Okay? All right, Mr. Frazier. Good luck. Thank you so much, Mr. Booker. Good morning, Mr. Trujillo. Sir, you were charged with terroristic threat of a family or household member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. December 3rd, 2024, officers were dispatched to a disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officers were advised that the complainant had been threatened by the defendant who was still in the apartment. The complainant stated that he was in his apartment when his roommate, the defendant, came banging on the door. The complainant stated that the defendant was going to open the door, and the defendant made his way in with a stick or a bat and began to threaten him by stating he was going to kill him. The complainant then stated that he was in fear for his life due to the defendant's past aggressions toward him.
Any drugs or alcohol? Any indication?
No, Your Honor, there's no indications of drugs or alcohol.
Okay. Mr. Trujillo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Please don't talk to this person anymore. I'm making it a condition of your bond. You're not living with him now, are you?
No, sir. No, sir. Nowhere near. I'm gone from there.
Right. There's a protective order that's been issued in this case. You got to get to know it. If you violate this protective order, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you, and things will go sideways real quick. So we're not asking for much. Just don't have any contact with him. Don't have any weapons, and just be nice.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? Are you working?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I'm an insulator.
You're an insulator.
Yes, sir.
What do you insulate?
We insulate hot pipes, boilers, stuff from the Navy base.
What kind of money do you make a month?
Right now I'm unemployed because I lost.
I was asking if you're employed.
Oh, no, I work on and off on part-time. And right now I'm kind of off right now because of the fact that I went to jail that day.
Let you off? Okay. You want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to give you an application. Don't pick up any new cases.
Yes, sir.
Be good while you're out there. That's all we're asking. You understand? All right, I'll have you fill out the application. Steve is going to get it to you. I'm gonna have you sign a reset with Victoria. We're gonna have you take a seat. I need to get bond conditions. We need you to sign it. And then I'll have you talk to a lawyer here momentarily.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey, bud, what's up?
Yes, I was approaching on behalf of William Spencer regarding bond and bond condition.
Page 42.
You're here on Peyton, you said?
William Spencer.
Okay, we need to set a bond.
Yes.
So Alex, Mr. Spencer looks like on 9/20/24 picked up an FSGI. At the same time, it looks like he also picked up 2 aggravated assaults with a deadly weapon. Is it all in one continuous car accident just gone awry? Do you mind bringing him out, please? Before, hey, hold on, Morgan, let's
Yes, Judge.
get him out, please. Hi, Aaron, how are you? Please, you want to talk to me real quick? Yeah, of course. Hi. Hey, how are you? I'm David. Nice to meet you. How are you? You're in great hands. He's the best. I'm telling you, really.
Studying for LSAT and we'll see where we go.
It's great. You got to do it. It's a great profession. You learn so much. It's hard, but if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? It's a rite of passage. Study hard. Good things will come. And then when you get into law school, the amount of information you learn, it's incredible. Even if you don't practice.
And then he went to the
I had
supplement.
a friend made, and I tell this to a lot of people, right? 300 million. I think he got a judgment. 300 million. Can you imagine? Sick. But if you treat the law well, it'll treat you back. It'll pay off in dividends.
That's how they found.
Yeah, you're in great hands, and you're welcome to come anytime and hang out with us if you want.
I think, right?
Yeah, we're great. Yeah, of course. Good luck.
Yes. And then they saw him and they're like,
Yes. So
oh,
so
look,
the
you were
FSGI
involved in this. Yeah.
Yeah, so the FSGI was on 9/15.
Jesus.
Yes.
Okay.
Morning, Mr. Spencer. How are you? It looks like you have picked up a failure to stop and give information, which is essentially leaving the scene of an accident. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. I have no idea what happened on your case, so we're going to do probable cause at this point. The only thing I do know is that you're set at no bond at this point, that's not a good thing. So we're going to set you a bond. I just don't know what. And I do know that it looks like out of the same transaction, you picked up also 2 aggravated assaults with a deadly weapon. Those are each set at 150,000. So with that in mind, please.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Spencer, before they read this, this is your attorney, Alan Williams. Do not say anything. Just let them read the probable cause, okay?
Yes, Judge. On September 18, 2024, officers were dispatched to a suspicious person call in Harris County, Texas. The officers were investigating and noted the vehicle involved in an aggravated assault matched the description of a truck in a hit and run case. The officer observed a blue Sierra parked on a construction site and observed the Sierra to have a broken right front headlight. The officer ran the license plate and learned the truck was listed as a suspicious vehicle in a failure to stop and give information. The officer met with the owner of the Sierra, the defendant, and the defendant stated he is the owner of the blue Sierra and that he is the only one that drives the truck. The defendant stated that on September 15th, his daughter used the truck and told him she was involved in an accident, but did not give any information to the other driver. The officer spoke with the complainant who stated that on September 15th, he was parked at a gas station and he was pumping gas when the defendant struck his vehicle on the front driver's side. The complainant stated the defendant drove away, sideswiping his vehicle, and the complainant called 911 and followed the defendant as he drove away to a nearby gas station. The complainant stated he observed the defendant almost strike a building while driving in front of the gas station, and the complainant remained in visual contact of the defendant and watched him exit the vehicle and enter the gas station, stumbling while almost falling over while walking. The complainant stated the defendant remained in the store for about 10 minutes before leaving the store, and that the driver of the truck was a white male, and the complainant stated the defendant caused $3,000 worth of damage to his vehicle. And the officer reviewed surveillance video from the gas station and saw the defendant as the only occupant of the vehicle.
Okay. What happened with the ag assaults?
I believe that when the officers were called for the FSGI, when they were called to that place, I think it was an apartment complex or construction site. They, I think, noted that that was the vehicle that the suspect in the ag assault had been driving at the time of the ag assault, because the ag assault occurred at an apartment complex. I think that's how they connected.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how they, I guess, connected this defendant,
What was
but it
it?
wasn't out of the same transaction.
Was it though? Did he hit someone with the car?
No, Judge. So the officers were dispatched to an apartment complex. The complaining witness or a witness stated the defendant was firing a gun while out of the vehicle. Officer spoke with the complaining witness, age 13, who states that he was walking with friends and observed a Hispanic male sitting in a truck parked on the street, arguing with a black male inside the apartment complex in the gated area in Harris County, Texas. Complaining witness stated he observed the male in the truck pull a handgun and start shooting in his general vicinity. The complaining witness was struck in the knee, requiring medical treatment. I believe a different complaining witness states that he and his friends were near the pool area of the apartment complex and heard gunshots and started running and realized that, I guess, their friend had been shot in the foot. But yes.
Okay. Do you guys have a recommendation as to a bond?
We're gonna ask the bond be set at $10,000, Judge.
Did you hear that, Alan?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. Given the circumstances, that would be a good one.
You're in agreement then?
Yes, Your Honor. He's currently on a parole hold as well. And his current bond at felony level is, I think, set at $150,000.
Right. So there is a parole hold. So I guess this doesn't, I was going to do a no driving affidavit, but I mean, don't drive. You know, there are happy drivers and then there are people who are not happy drivers, right? Just don't drive, please. All right. We'll set your bond at, Mr. Spencer, I'll set your bond at 10,000. If you bond out, you must come here. Well, I guess you can't bond out. He's got a blue warrant, right? You know, what's he on parole for? Do you know?
NCIC.
Yeah, Judge, sorry. There's a little bit of criminal history.
Aggravated robbery for you. Okay, thanks. But just don't, you know, I don't know what's going to happen, but if you do somehow get out, please come back here for the next business day for bond conditions. But as a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to drive now, regardless. Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do is I guess we'll wait it out to see what happens upstairs. We'll just keep this rolling with that. And at some point, something will happen and then, you know, but yeah. All right. Good luck, Mr. Spencer. All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor. Also, I want to
So hold on, let's get you a date. The felony is set for 1/8. You want to do the next day?
Yes, Your Honor. That'd be great.
Okay. All right. Good luck, Mr. Spencer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You requested the 21st.
Oh, yeah, of course. If that's, you want the 21st or do you want the next day? Whatever you want, Alan.
The next date will be fine.
What day?
Yeah, that's the 9th, 1/9. It's a Thursday.
1/9?
1/9, yeah.
This was it for today's video. Justice has been served. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Every other day, we bring you real courtroom moments where justice speaks louder than words. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one.